free. Home free. Home free, nigga. Let go. Let go. That bit my tape, boy. You big, boy.
Nigga, they doing push-ups.
Boy, I see you, boy.
No, this Ray.
That little Ray.
Man, this ain't
That
Ray.
little Ray.
Hey, Ray. What the fuck, man?
That little Ray.
Hey.
That little Ray.
I love you, boy.
God,
Hey, Ray got big as fuck, man.
Hey, Ray cold on the field, too.
Yeah. Hey,
cold.
the Demon home, too, pussy. Demon home.
Hey, cuz, are you still rapping? Got you.
Good afternoon, guys. Yeah, my voice is done. Too much streaming. Good afternoon, people. We are back for another episode of Big Six Bands. Stream 3 of the day. We still have another one at 7 p.m. as well. So make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. There's already 50 people in the house. Big up the Rants community. Big up the Never a Foul community as well. They were streaming it earlier. Make sure you go subscribe to Rants. Get them to 90k. And obviously to the big 6 figure. You know what I'm saying? That's insane in itself. Of course, we're obviously pushing for 8,400 subscribers. We are 29 subscribers away from 8,400. We only hit 8.4k about 13 days ago. So to be on 8.4 in that sort of space of time is extraordinary in itself. You know what I'm saying? So big up every damn person in the chat. KLFC in the house. Psychedelic Shaolin. Mix Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself as well. HR14 in the house as well. You know what I'm saying? Big up Samuel. He goes, we are ready for the Jamaican Carlton Banks. Talk about me.
I'm dead.
Talk about me, you know? That's crazy. So big up Sativa Breeder saying just subs. Big up yourself. Appreciate the subscribers or for the subscribe. Nacho says, brother, you got Harvey Elliott and no right to slander Nacho, and Rants is bitter because he loves Sancho and Pogba finished. No, Sancho's a baller though, bro. I've got a love affair with Sancho. Pause. Like I love players like Sancho in it, so that's why I want him.
Do you know what?
Because of his style.
Naturally, 17. Big up your damn self, by the way, for the comment. But did you say this in Rants' chat? Because I was in his chat and I did see you there. So next time, maybe challenge you. Do you know what I mean? Big up.
Yeah, we even speak about Harvey Elliott last stream, to be fair. Big up Jaden Dans. Big up KLFC. Jaden Jans is going straight to the top. I've seen enough already. He has that killer instinct. Asa goes, I'm really liking Monts collab with Rants, but I don't like how you man made fun of Autoglass Chelsea. Asa, Autoglass Chelsea, fucking funny, bro. Hey, that Chelsea segment on Rants' channel was hilarious, bro. When man said Michael Dubry, bro, my insides, bro. I couldn't, bro. My lungs collapsed, fam. That fucking killed me.
That's the bit I come into, bro. That literally, when you don't rocking Chelsea, yeah, man, that was jokes.
Michael Dubry.
No, you look, that should every Thursday at 1 o'clock, just a lock in, bro. The Monts and Rants stream it's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I know. No. Listen, say what you want to say about Garnacho, but when he ran into that defender after running for 40 yards, it did make me die, though. You know what I'm saying? Steady, he looks a baller, but much more comes into being elite. He's just a talent with the ball. Big up Monts, and man said big up Monts and negative Romz. Man's got negative with his name and that.
Big up, keep it real.
Hey, my days.
Jason, is that from the other day? Jason.
Hey, Jason, you come through with a pinky. He came through with his P's. He said if Chelsea get signed about, he said
at City, innit?
Yeah, if Chelsea get a result at City, I'll transfer a pinky. Jason, my fucking bro. He says apologies for the lateness. It's alright that you've been busy. We know you stick to your gun. Big up yourself.
You know what else as well, Monts? Big up Jason every time, bro. Man of his word. I feel in the 7 o'clock stream when there's all of you that if I don't know if you can bring it up again, it's another stream, but shout out again because I know the man will appreciate that. Do you know what I mean?
100%. 100%. Like I've just sent it to the man now, so the kids in case you will see that in a bit because they're not in the stream innit. But yeah, Jason, that's a big boy super chat, man. I appreciate that every single day of the week. Even if it was you sticking to your word, it's still you supporting the channel. You know what I'm saying? So big up, listen. You know what I'm saying? Highlights. How do you know we got 1,000 and we got 11,000 Reds going our toilet location? Don't kill me. He says, Monts, you think Liverpool win all 4 this season? Hennessy, brother.
Do you know Monts? Hennessy, do you know Monts? He's been playing this flag for the past 2 years. He made Jurgen quad.
I've been waving the Jurgen quad. This is me, the Jurgen quad flag. That's me doing all this in the background with a massive sign saying Jurgen quad in it. So that's me in it. Rants. He goes. Highlights to. Well, sorry.
I think you just read that.
Just put my arm on the kettle. Thoughts? What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
I don't get it.
Go run that shit under some water. Just go run that shit under some water. I hope you're all right, man. I need another Liverpool-Chelsea final. I need Klopp's final game to be a loss to Chelsea.
You don't want that. You don't want that. Because Assad, that game will actually have our team back. You don't want that. You don't want that smoke, Assad. You don't.
Yeah. But imagine knowing Liverpool. Imagine having our first team back and fucking up and beating them with our youth. Such a Liverpool thing to do, man.
Word.
A sad day for Chelsea. Never walk alone, aka Klopp's hamstring. Big up to himself every time. You know what I'm saying? HR, bro. If you burnt yourself, run that shit underwater, bro. Don't be typing. You're here typing in the chat. Run your arm under some water, man. Take care of yourself, brother, man. Can't have you in pain and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of our people is G. But of course, let's obviously get into football. We're not too far for 100 viewers already, so let's get into the football talk. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure we smash the like button. Let's try go for 100 likes within the stream today. Let's go for 100 likes. So if you ain't like the video, the first thing you got to do when you come in, like the video. So then you don't have to be reminded to do it after that. And subscribe if you like that as well. Listen, Dan's, McConnell, Kumas, the Chelsea, the Liverpool youth. Here's a question that I kind of want to get straight into, and I want the chat to get involved in this as well in terms of the Liverpool youth. Do you think all of these guys are going to kind of make it through the Liverpool ranks, or do you think this is kind of a short-lived moment? Because obviously not all youngsters do what Trent has done or what Sack has done, you know, or some of these guys are doing. You know, even Cole Palmer coming through at City, as good as he is, couldn't make it because City are that good. It's so hard to make it through the City. Like Foden, these are once in 10 years players. We're seeing good signs from Clark. McConnell looks okay in the midfield. You look at Ben Doak before he got injured. He looked all right. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at the finishing ability of Dan's, who showed a lot more composure than some of the first teamers, as you can see. Kumas, 18-year-old young Kumas getting a goal in his debut. Do you guys think it's better to loan a lot of these boys out, even after an experience like this, simply because Klopp won't be the manager next year? Or do you think some of them should stay in the first team and be bedded in, kind of like Conor Bradley? I want to kind of know what everyone's opinion is on that, because it's nice to obviously, it's very early to say this, but I just kind of want to see everyone's like opinion and how they gauge the situation from now.
I was going to say, man, when you say, do you mean that for the future or for the near future, like next season?
I'm talking next season, literally for next season.
Cool. I might be doing too much, yeah? And this isn't even off. Even if last night didn't happen, off the last half an hour I saw, extra time against Chelsea and the cameo you had against Luton, again, think I'm doing too much, that's fine. I genuinely believe Jadon Dan's out of the bunch. Obviously, I don't even include Bradley in that bunch anymore because I just think Bradley's just proved himself, bro. Like, he has that sample of games where he is our backup right back now. Some fans want to move. I know me and you aren't of that idea, but want to move Trent in the midfield and have him start in some of our fan base saying, but Bradley is with us. I don't think he's going on no loan, man. But I think after him, I think Dan's is staying with us, bro. Genuinely. And I know obviously I was saying certain things to Gooch and certain man were like, calm down, but you know, sometimes you can, you know, I've run this lyric a lot once, you know, sometimes you can just tell. For me, let me be honest, because I don't want to rain on their parade, but McConnell, I think, is going to be one of them players that we loan bare and eventually sell, in my opinion. Like your Woodburns and whatnot. Because I think out of the bunch, he's probably the one that I think has that, what's the word? The less pizzazz, do you know what I mean? He's done well. So for people that think I'm saying him, I'm not. He has done well. But I think McConnell's the one that I don't think will have a future at us. I think Clark will have a few loans, then could potentially break into the first team.
So you're talking the Curtis Jones route. and not in terms of saying Curtis Jones went because he didn't go on loan, but I'm saying that Curtis Jones
in and out the team.
in and out of the team.
Because this is his what, 5th year in the first team? Maybe sixth.
The only thing I'll say is that Curtis Jones was miles ahead of these men at their age. I'd say talent-wise, Curtis Jones. Talent-wise, it's just that again the footballing brain and having to hold on to the ball less. Remember Gerrard told him you're gonna have to do a lot more than be talented to be in this properly. Do you know what I'm saying?
And Yoni, because he's the youngest out of all of them, I think he's gonna go on. He's probably gonna go on loan the most. But again, with him, we've at least seen 10 minutes from the rest, at least in totality. And Yoni, sorry, not 10 minutes, but and Yoni we've seen about 20 from the rest. But I just feel like there's something there, Monts. And again, I know sometimes there's a generic thing you're hyping up and whatnot. There's something there. I've just seen some of these last 3 games where he has this sort of air of confidence but calmness at the same time. And I feel like he can deal with these occasions. Some might say, yeah, but it's only been Southampton, a Luton team, and the cup final. But sometimes you can just tell, bro. I say after Bradley, it's probably Dan's, and this is irrespective of the 2 goals. I think the rest might get loaned out. Not to say they don't have a future, but I think certainties for me is probably Dan's out of that crop that we've seen. Again, I'm not including Bradley into this. Bradley he's a cert in my opinion, but man, Dan's.
I've just literally stacked a poll up. So there's McConnell in there, Kumas is in there. I put Dan's and Clark. I put those 4 in there. So who's most likely to stay at Liverpool and not be loaned out? So So look. So guys, the poll's up there. So those are the 4 youngsters there. So you guys can obviously have your vote. So I don't know. If my vote, if I look at for me, who's the most well-rounded out of those 4, I'll probably say Clark. Yeah, maybe because he's a centre midfielder, his game is being amplified a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I like the way he kind of set the precedent for Liverpool, kind of under the cosh. And what he did was he drove in the midfield and gave the ball to Kumas in a good position in between the lines. He's kind of got that little drop of the shoulder in him. He looks quite comfortable on the ball. I like how he's able to play. I think if there was a whole team of 11 playing, I feel like if he played LCM, he wouldn't look completely out of place if he plays there. I think McConnell got bypassed a few times too easily. I feel like he still has a bit of a way to go. I think McConnell's more of the NPC build, that LFC NPC youngster build.
Tom Little build.
Built like Tom Little in it. You know what I'm saying? And like Conor Bradley, the Tom Little build and whatever. I'm looking at Dan's. I like Dan's finishing ability, but he reminds me of I know he looks like Xerxes, but he's got the whole Xerxes thing where I'm looking at the rest of his game. And are we going to be able to create and get him the ball for him to get the goals that he gets? I really like his finishing ability, but I kind of need to see a little bit more in terms of his feet. Can he create anything for himself? But I have seen little bits of glimpses, like the header that he nearly scored in the final, the rebounds, how he's on the move before the defender is.
Even when he gave, I can't remember if it was to Sarsi or Cole, but he gave him the steps. He tried to wrap it far post, but he didn't quite get the,
You can see there's an error of confidence there. I didn't think
My hot take is, and I know a lot of people won't agree, and that's fine. I don't think we loan Dant. I genuinely believe, even without Klopp next season, I think he's going to be one of them players that he won't be a regular starter for us for a few years. That I will say. But I feel like we're going to use him. We'll start him in Carabao and FA Cups, but I think even he's going to make Prem matchday squads, I think, for even next season. I actually think he's that good, and I think we're slowly going to integrate him. I think he's going to be the one out of that batch that doesn't really get loaned. That's how high I rate him because, again, I'm not really one that goes over the top with players, but I just see something in Dan's Monts. And I think Klopp does it, even the way Klopp said, because Klopp said when he first saw him in training, he fell in love with him straight away. We have Klopp till the end of the season. I think, irrespective of who comes back, if Klopp just keeps him on the bench and he even gets, let's say he even gets 5-6 minutes each time, that any experience is good. Any little experience is still good experience, right? I just feel like whoever comes in next might recognize that. And I just feel we're not going to loan Dans. I could be wrong, innit? But obviously, these are just all hypothetics. But I can see us keeping him, man. I can see us actually keeping him and Bradley. I don't think we're loaning. I think Bradley's definitely shown enough Monts to that. Definitely. But I think Dan's, yeah, man. That I think we're not gonna loan Dan's. I'm optimistic about him. Out of the bunch, I don't think we loan him, bro.
No, fair enough. No, I do hear that one, to be fair. I think someone, Mixed Mitchell, dropped a comment I'm going to read from in a second. Big up Jason Minogue goes, a bet to bet, helps the channel and never a problem. Big up Jason McNeil. Big up every single damn time. As I said, Dan should play in the Europa League. Melo says, do you see him at the bench or in a fully fit squad? Like, do you see him on the bench when our squad's fit? Because I don't. Which is no disrespect to him. No disrespect, but it's one of them ones, isn't it?
You know what? See, I'm getting too excited. You know, I might be getting ahead of myself. Big up, Melo, because when everyone's back. All right, cool. Fuck it. Let me do preferences. For me, he gets on my bench. Will we be on Klopp's bench? No. Yeah, but no. So for me, if you're asking me personally, Melo, I have him a start ahead of a certain. Yeah, we'll probably get onto him a bit later. But for me, yes, but he won't. Like, if we're being honest, that's a good question, Melo. Still, but I have him on the bench, but he won't be on Klopp's bench when everyone's back. Keep it real, knows me too. Big up, keep it real. I just didn't want to say the name that early. Keep it real. You know how I said I would have him ahead of a certain, but I didn't say the name. Keep it real.
Already, fam. You're not then.
Big up, keep it real.
Dan's, Kumas, and Clark all have an advantage over McConnell as their dads played at the highest level, so they have learned a lot about what it takes from them.
That's a very good comment still.
Hear it. So there is that. And listen, I think these boys have really good potential, man. I feel like we had so many NPC young G's in it, so it's nice to like finally see something in terms of what we're seeing. So I'm happy with that, if I'm honest.
Monts,
I'm not going to keep it too long. Go on.
Do you know the last time I was gassed about having a crop of young players was around 2008 to 2010 times when we had like Tomins, Nathan Eccleston, Plessis, Elzar. That's when I thought, yeah, we got a good. I used to come in from school, play on LSU TV, and like, yeah, we got a good crop. And bro, none of them had a career in the first team like that. You could say Suso and Sterling. I remember Ram was saying around like 2012, 2013 time, and like Kiravella and that he came a bit after, but. I ain't been discussed about our academy in a long time, bro. In a long time. But yeah, just big up them, and they're all coming into the team and taking a chance. Because Monts, so like I said to you, I've been watching Championship the past 18 months. Southampton are no scrub. They've been in bad form the last 4 or 5 games, but they're no scrubs still. So to put in that performance, big up all of the young players, man. Every single one of them.
I'm really proud of the young boys as well, man. I'm not gonna lie, there's some certain performances as well that I want to talk about. Joe Gomez in the 6th chat. What did we make of Joe Gomez in the 6th in that first half? Because listen, I'm like, Klopp obviously came out and said like no one spoke about Joe Gomez. He was the one who saved us. And listen, I know Gomez had to play that role in it. So I'm not gonna, as I said, I'm not gonna crash it on him too much. But it was a hard watch.
It was.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Joe Gomez playing centre mid was a mad thing, bro. I don't want to see that again, if I'm honest. Like, if we're going to see it, at least that can't happen against Nottingham Forest. That can't happen against Forest, innit? Like, Joe Gomez was getting rushed in the middle.
Hopefully, obviously, we need to wait until we hear Klopp's presser next week, tomorrow. But
no, Matt will be back. He'll be back. But
and do you think Endo could be, even if it's off the bench? Because apparently, yesterday, yesterday, or was it Tuesday? I can't remember, but you know how he left Wembley with a protective boot? Robbo got interviewed. He said he left with a protective boot, but then apparently it's precautionary. The next day at the AXA training centre, he didn't have it on. I don't know if he trained though, but hopefully Endo can make the bench. But you're right, McAllister will be back. And don't be surprised if you see lethargic Elliott on the weekend. I say that to say this month. Was you surprised that he started yesterday? He played 120 minutes and he had cramp. You know, he's had cramp the last few games. Luton, after the cup final, and then he started again.
He's tough, man. He's tough, man. He ain't no bitch. Elliot ain't no bitch.
He
ain't no bitch. Bro, all that boy wants to do is play. He's like a bulldog. And the Bulldogs will always play the Gallaghers, those guys that just run, the Milners. I like to put Elliot in that, even though Elliot's a bit more techie than the rest of the other Bulldogs I've mentioned, bro. Elliot has an engine on him, innit? He really does have an engine on him, and I'm really like glad that he's able to. We're able to get that many minutes out of him, bro. Footballers are supposed to play minutes. Big man said, "Remember Suso?" I loved Suso, bro. It's just because we had Coutinho, he'd never play. That's just as simple as that. Monts, remember when Romz said we shouldn't? Remember when Romz said we wouldn't win a game in January? I don't
can debunk that. I did not know. Big up. I did say that. I can debunk that. You're lying. I said we wouldn't win a majority, but I said we'll beat Newcastle. So hold that.
Boy, I don't know. I don't think I was. I don't know if that was a mashing or if I was. I don't remember that. But yeah, no.
Never fell.
Kelleher. These two performances, I think the final's giving him confidence. Look at the saves he's making. Look at the saves this man is making. The saves this man is making, yeah, for me, I generally just feel like he's he's growing in confidence. Now, there's always going to be a mistake in him where I feel like we'll concede. I don't really see us keeping many clean sheets, but he's definitely now looking more assured in some of his shot stopping. You know what I'm saying? I was really disappointed with the goal he let in, the Luton goal, the one that went through his legs. Really disappointed with that.
Yeah.
But then since then, pretty much been making saves like that, almost like Alisson. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Pretty much of that Alisson ilk, you know. And listen, it's also a mixture of bad finishing. I'm not going to give Kelleher all the credit. It is a mixture of bad finishing, but it still needs saving. It still needs saving, you know. And you go 1-0 down, all of a sudden the games are different. We don't have the first team, so we don't know what Liverpool are like almost coming back from a deficit with this kind of squad consistently. And we don't want to keep making it a thing where we keep conceding first, even though it's been such a regular occurrence to concede first and then blitz them in the second half, but we can't always do that. You know what I'm saying? So I think Kelleher's not going to get a lot of credit, but he was brilliant in the first half. Brilliant.
And just on the topic of defending and goalkeeping, that, do you know what was just nice yesterday, Monts? We kept our first clean sheet in how many games? Our last clean sheet would have been Bournemouth off the top of my head. So it was not, and that was what, mid-Jan.
Kelleher, good shout for FPL, bro. Cheap, available.
Ready, got him in. I used him in my wild card still.
You know what I'm saying? Cheap, available.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Forest will be tough at the weekend. But yeah, yesterday was nice months because it was our first clean sheet in about a month. I think Bournemouth, off the top of my head, correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but it was our last clean sheet. But bro, it's getting to the point where cool. You know what I say about Alisson, teams can go 1-on-1 with us, and you know normally if you're any other team, you kind of get your back up, kind of get a bit anxious. When that Ali's in goal, bro. Cigarette in the mouth on my armchair. I just know Addy saving it. Bro, it's just getting to that stage with Kelleher now where players are going 1-on-1. Rival fans will say us because the players need to be better. No. Kelleher's making their decision from them. Like the Gallagher chance in the final. He made himself big. Gallagher shot himself. Sulemana and Mara and Adozi yesterday. These are just couldn't beat him, bro. Big him up because he's coming to this team and it's just been saving us left, right, and centre. Because let's have it right. If it weren't for Kelleher, we would have been 2-3 down, like within the first half. Yeah. Easily. So
could have been up, bro.
We got street approved terms. Clean sheet in the final. Sorry, how can I forget the final, bro? The final as well. Bro, I'm tired of it. It's been a long day. But the final as well. Yeah, Kelleher's been proper still.
This is it, bro. So I feel like he's someone who probably needs to get even more props, I'd say. Cody Gakpo. Right, what a lot of opinions on Gakpo.
I'll be honest, again, if you watched Never Foul earlier, you heard me say it. I kind of touched on it in the opening minutes of this stream. But yeah, for the Liverpool fans that think I'm negative, this is where this feeds into your agenda because KLFC already said not ready for the Gakpo surrounding. Look, let me say this now. Actually, let me tell you what. Do you know why I was so disappointed you lot by him yesterday? Because you know what you were saying earlier about Caicedo, Monts? A player can have something in their locker, doesn't mean they're good at it. You know the finish that he should have perfected how Dan's did? Monts, I've just seen it after the stream. I was saying to Ty, you know we've seen it. Remember when he done it against United in a 7-0? From a harder angle. So I've seen you do it. I know you're capable, yeah. And like we said, he's got, 12 goals in all competitions, Monts. The majority have come in, FA Cup and Carabao. And I think he's got, 4 in the league? But I think most of his...
He's got 5 in the league.
Five in the league.
Yeah.
The other 7 have come...
Carabao, Europa.
And so for me, he's more of a... I think the cup's his level. But for me, Gakpo, he will never be a starter for us. He'll be more of a squad player. But the only reason why I've kind of washed my hands with him, because I had my doubts before this spell. But the way I look at it, out of him, Diaz and Gakpo in this period where Nunes, Jota and Salah are out, I kind of looked at him to get the goals. Let's be honest, Monts. Out of their 3, and even Liverpool fans in the chat, knowing our squad within this period, you're expecting goals. If you had to pick goals from Diaz, Elliott and Gakpo, you're expecting them to come from Gakpo. And he's not delivered how he should have, especially last night, bro. Like, having them 3 chances. I'm not even asking you to bag all 3, but at least bag 1. Cool. Yeah. I know people are going to mention the Luton game as well. Now, big up his finish in the Luton game because that come at him fast. But again, it's point blank range, to be fair. It was a good finish, but for me, he should be kind of finishing that. But I just think, look,
he's definitely low on confidence, though. I don't think for me, Gakpo can't be finishing like Nunes because Nunes offers a lot more in terms of his tenacity, his runs, and his strength. Gakpo can offer loads more within the game, but he's not offering a lot off the ball at this moment in time. As I said, he's drifted into positions. He's not. I hate. This is closer than you think, bro.
Wow.
This is closer than you think. It's an uncomfortable conversation.
You know what's mad? They're both similar profiles. Well, both have done the false 9 thing. Both have played midfield. Both are tall. Gakpo's a bit quicker. But
Gakpo's better than bro. Gakpo's like, I think, a better footballer. But like, it's like, bro, like, again, it's like he has the gene where you almost forget he's playing sometimes. He lets the game pass him by. He's a great striker of the ball. He's good in the air. He's strong. He's quick when he gets into his stride. He's a decent dribbler as well. Like, technically, he's sound. And but then he's not a master of any of these things. And he has good footballing fundamentals. And I feel like maybe either the Premier League, physically he's built for the Premier League, but is he mentally built for the Premier League? And does he actually just need the run of games? Does he need the trust that Nunes has got? Because when we've seen him play false 9 at the back end of last season, scored 7 goals from January to the end of the season. Looks really good.
That's when Nunes was out of the team, innit?
He's the one.
Like, he kept Nunes out of the team.
Exactly. So it's not like, and that's the frustrating thing about Gakpo. It's like we've seen him do that. And the thing is, I think we're in an age where like some of these 6'3" men they're like high habits, bro. They're not like aggressive for their size. They're not aggressive for their size, unfortunately. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a difficult one.
You know what? It's this to round off the stuff with Gakpo and Monts. That I hear you. I know some people in the chat saying he's low on confidence, but I just, even with a run of games once, even with a bit more confident Gakpo, I just don't see him ever imposing himself properly on his team, ever being that start. I just think the only games he'll start are in the less meaningful ones. That I'm not starting him in an FA Cup final. I'm not starting him in a Europa League final. I'm not starting him in a big title race game in the running. The only reason why obviously he started the weekends is because we had a depleted squad. But I don't know. And the thing is, people say this reactionary. This isn't reactionary from me. I've been saying this about Gakpo. I've been saying there's too many games where the game's passing by. One thing I will say is you get the best out of Gakpo when he's playing with Nunes, when they're kind of in that 2. You know, when Gakpo peels off to the left, Monts, and then him and Nunes do the interchange stuff. I think the best game that you saw it in was the Bournemouth game. Him and Nunes were cold, but I just don't think he'll ever be a starter for us. If that hurts people's feelings, that's fine. But I just think he'll always be a very good impact player, or just impact player in my opinion.
Just also Fabrizio Romano just said on his podcast that Liverpool are currently looking for centre backs and wingers for the upcoming transfer window. So that's who the scouts are going to be looking at.
Centre backs and wingers.
Yeah, and people.
Not worried
for a certain winger, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Also, Liverpool will scout the match between Sporting and Benfica this Thursday as well.
Yes,
so,
I think that's a semi-final or a cup final.
Yeah, and Richard Hughes is appreciated by Liverpool and the job he's been doing at Bournemouth. Richard Hughes.
I don't know.
For the director over at Bournemouth.
Oh, I thought you meant a player. Was that?
No.
I don't know. Richard Hughes.
So yeah, it's again. It's one of them ones, isn't it? It's one of them ones we'll have to see. But going forward, we're gonna move on from Liverpool. I'm just glad that obviously we play Man United next. Obviously,
wait,
chat. Do you genuinely think? Does anyone here think Man United are gonna do a job on Liverpool? Just before we, what we say with that one. Anyone? What do you, Romz? And that's for you as well, by the way.
How about this month? I tweeted before. So before both games kicked off, us against Southampton and them against Forest, don't get it twisted. Look at the bigger picture, Liverpool fans. I never want United to win a game of football unless it benefits us. But I wanted Forest to knock United out. Then I deeped. I thought the draw would be after the game. When I saw we potentially will have United away if both teams progress, I said, United, I need you beating Forest. I knew we would beat Southampton. Bro, I'm relishing it, Monts. Because I think, don't get twisted, their game plan at Anfield worked to a T. To the point, let's be honest, Monts. If it wasn't from a worldie save from Alisson, the point-blank Højlund save, they could have got, well, that's not even something, they could have got a win from that game, even though we're all over them. We couldn't really break down their low block. I don't think they can replicate that, Monts. I know they're at home. Old Trafford is, let's be honest, more time it is tough. I know we won there 5-0 and we had the 4-2 win. But let's be honest, Monts, even our better Liverpool teams that won champs and Premier League, we struggled. I wouldn't say struggled there, but we didn't come away with 3 points. So Old Trafford's always hard, but Monts, we beat them. I'll say this with chest. Any United fans, if you're in here, clip this, we beat them once. I was relishing. I wanted them to knock out Forest so we can go there. But I think we beat them, man. I just want to put them in the mud. And that'll kind of be the nail in the coffin, bro, because I don't think they're getting Champions League football. And some of their fans are saying if we can have a good FA Cup run. But I think we beat. Yeah, I knew he spawned. Big up Z, my brother. But I wanted United, bro. I think we go there and win this time.
Yeah, look, Z just spawned out of nowhere. The second we start talking about United. Big up Ozan Kabak. Yes, he plays centre back. Good to see you, bro. Obviously, I haven't seen you in a minute. He goes, yo, Monts and Romz, do you see Dan Skrimas, Clark McConnell, and Noni sustaining us for 3 comps for the rest of the season? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But what I am happy is I'm happy for the moment. And I'm glad it's happened this way.
How about this? This can't even be... I think... Would you agree, Monts? Yesterday was the last day it could be sustained for.
Yeah. The last
even Forest away will be a bit too.
Yeah. This is the last. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was fun. This was cool, and this was great. But let's go back to the normal Liverpool and get these guys playing. Listen, bro, if Klopp wants to play these man against Slavia Prague and that,
100%. Yeah, that's their next game. Yeah.
Have that. You man can do that, innit? But if we're doing the whole Premier League thing, that's dead, isn't it? I'm not having that. I want to win. This is Klopp's final tenure, so we can't really be doing this sentimental bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. You need to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight get Pamins, pause. You know what I'm saying? So that's the answer to my question. I think in terms of United, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, United is never an easy game for Liverpool. I feel like they're obviously the 4-0 and the 5-0s, of course. Yeah, that's been an easy game. But, we lost 3-2 last year. We drew 0-0 this year. And
You know what, Monts? They actually knocked us out in the FA Cup.
21-22, exactly.
And Bruno got the 3-2, I think. And Bruno got the free kick. Yeah.
Bruno scored the free kick. And when he put the same side as the keeper, you know what I'm saying? That's when Rashford fucked up Reece Williams. Fucked him up. You know what I'm saying?
Did we see him again after that? We didn't really see Reece like that after that game, if I remember right.
Here and there, here and there, we saw him in it here and there, but realistically, like Reece Williams was never good enough to play for Liverpool long term. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? It was almost a too big a job for him to be playing with Kabak, and then when there's injuries, so it's one of them ones. But I'm looking at. They're taking the man said it Van Banner from Kidder Minister from they're taking that.
Stop, man.
I said stop it. You're taking the piss, blood. I generally think I think that we probably need to have our first choice attacking set against Man United, because I feel like the longer you leave it against a team like that, they'll just score a shit goal. These men are addicted to shit goals. And
you know they'll get one and just park it on.
Yeah, bro. And I'm not on that. I'm not on an Onana master.
Do you know what he's with Old Trafford? Yeah. My opening segment might have sounded disrespectful. When I say I don't think we'll batter them, even when we're good, I never predict more than a 2-goal margin win when we go Old Trafford. Like, I don't care if United are poor. I respect that ground. You know what I mean? Yeah, we run banter in that, but our record's not. Recent years, yes, but even with better teams, we didn't always go there and win. But I think we get the job done there, man. We get the job done there by probably by a 1 or 2 goal cushion. But Monts, you're right. If they also score first and just be stinking. And you know what as well? Do you know why this game could be tough? So I'm putting in the chat. I think big up Z. I think Z did. Mount, Martinez, and Højlund will probably be back. And say what you want about Højlund, but before his injury, 6 in 6, you have to give the guy credit for that. However, look, we're going for all 4. Do you get it? We've already got 1. We're going for the other 3.
Yeah.
What team would want to stop it more than United, more than Everton and United? Sorry, what would be the 2 top teams that want to stop it the most? It will be Everton and United, bro. And you do know that game now. The game we would have played in 2 weeks' time, you know, it could be moved to our penultimate game of the season, Monts. Yeah. And they could be fighting to survive. It could be proper tough, but United will do that all to stop any sort of possible quad. Do you know what I mean? So it will be a tough game, but I think we beat them. I stand by it. A 1-0 or 2-1 win. We'll go there and get the job done.
Let's get some early score predictions in the chat. Early score predictions, people. So Man United versus Liverpool in the FA Cup. What are your score predictions as it stands? 16th of March, I believe the game is being played on. So yeah, big up Freedom in the chat as well. I still think we will beat
big
United. Play the kids fire for fire. Our trip to the Emirates has been postponed, thankfully. For fuck's sake, hasn't it? Fuck. Because that was supposed to be after the City game, before the City game.
You know that kind of could work in our favour, because when you're winning, Monts, you want to keep playing. Do you get it? It builds momentum in that. I spoke to a few Arsenal fans. They're not happy with that, bro. They're not happy with that, because it then means, bro, points on the board over games in hand. Assuming that Austin City keep winning games, you know they don't deal with pressure well back into the season once. They have to then go. I don't know who the game now will be Chelsea, but still, what Chelsea to then Arsenal's title hopes? As dead as Chelsea are, like, football works in a funny way, man. People are going to think I'm saying Chelsea will win. I still think Arsenal will beat them, but listen, that game in hand can put pressure on you.
A lot of score predictions here, by the way. Jay Gooney saying 2-0 Liverpool, City fan there. Freedom saying 2-1 Liverpool. Bizarre saying 3-0. I love the word buns. I said United are buns.
Buns.
They're cheeks. HR saying 2-0 Paul. Hollywood Rock saying 2-1 Liverpool. Psychedelic saying 4-0 Liverpool. Alex is saying 2-1 Liverpool. Jay,
I'm going 2-1 as well.
Wait, he's an Arsenal fan. I thought that, bro. How about this? I thought
he's mocking Doku.
I thought that was Doku, but it's actually Beetlejuice. Is it Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Hey, Jay. Nah, stop it. Nah, stop
He's
it. Stop
taking
it.
the
He's taking a fucking piss.
Big up,
Because the
Jay.
bitch is small. I couldn't see it. Like I had to go like this and go, wait a minute. It's like,
I thought it was Doku as well, bro. I'm just seeing the hair.
hey, man said Beetle Doku. Hey, guys, I've got a bad throat. Like, stop making me laugh, bro. It hurts to laugh, fam. Hey, nah. Hennessy saying 4-1 Liverpool. Ade saying not buying it. 3-0 Liverpool. Don't kill me. And Z saying, yeah, possibly 5 if you lot are on it. Don't kill me. Like, you know, I started the smoke for the epileptic from the epileptic dribbler. Yeah, that's killing me. That is killing me. But you know, let's move on. Let's move on. Pick up everyone in the chat. Currently we there's just under 100 people in here, but we have 73 likes. So the like ratio is outstanding today. I must say, I'll be honest. Like ratio is outstanding. Remember, we have to get to 100 likes today. We're 27 likes away. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. This is not on subscriber only mode. So make sure, you know, if you subscribe, I want you guys to do that on your own back today. Let's move on to Gallagher and Chelsea Football Club. What we say, man? Gallagher saves the day. Is he underappreciated at Chelsea, or is he rightly criticised? That question's for the chat.
I see, but this is a tough one, Monts, because he saved them many times this season. But how do I put this? I know different systems, different styles, but you know what we're seeing at West Brom, your Crystal Palaces? What Gallagher's supposed to be good at, he doesn't do consistently enough. Do you get? Because I would kind of put him in that goal-scoring midfield category, but he's not done it consistently enough at Chelsea. Do you get it? He's been more, obviously, their industrial player and winning a ball back, whatnot. But, like, I saw a Gallagher at Palace and West Brom, and I'm like, this guy's a baller. Then it's like very 50-50 at Chelsea, because I see him getting some amazing positions, Monts. And his decision making is just piss poor, bro. It is just poor, honestly. Like, off the ball, yes, he's good, Monts. He will press you to death. He will chase a crisp packet at the 90th minute. He doesn't tire. But, bro, on the ball, I know what Chelsea fans mean, bro. He is abysmal. But it's mad because he saved them a few times this year. Like, he's just so confusing.
Again, but if he's abysmal on the ball, then like, what? Surely Caicedo is not that much better than him on the ball. Sorry, like, I'm going by what I see in terms of on the first touch basis, bro. Not crazy.
How about this? They're about the same, and that doesn't bode well for Caicedo, because again, that's when you bring in the price and all that. But I've just seen him in half spaces, or you know, kind of that space when you're just outside of the D. I know there's a more better word for it, but I can't remember the term. But you know, obviously the 6-yard box, and then obviously you have the D. You know, in that position, you're either assisting for someone to score, or you're scoring yourself, bro. He gets in that position too much, and he's just so indecisive, Monts.
I could think of a few names for this one. Guys,
say you can think of a name. Just say you can think of a name.
Yeah, bro, that is done. That is done written all over, bro. That is done written all over. Okay, Romz, so what's Caicedo? Because he plays like he's anemic.
I'm dead. But then Assad, one thing in Caicedo is
I know.
Assad's just crashing it.
Do you know what he does?
Man said, because he plays like he's anemic.
I'm not laughing. I promise you, I'm not laughing at anemic people. Do you man know what anemic is?
It's crazy. But
no.
our answer to that, Assad, I'd say, like I said, they're probably about the same, innit? But the reason why Gallagher will be more frustrating, you would know as a Chelsea fan, because he gets in them advanced positions a bit more. So that's why I think the frustration comes with Gallagher.
Sorry, bro. One of my veterans is anemic, innit? That's why I found that so funny, fam. I'm sorry, that's why I found that so funny.
I've got to say, I've got a friend that's anemic as well, bro. And like
Brother, Donny's just hella exhausted
all the time.
time. So
What's the
that's
medication
why I
called?
found that
What's
so funny, fam.
what's the medication called?
I don't even know. I just know it's on medication, isn't it? It's a medication thing.
There's a specific, but my guy has it on deck. That he brings it with him most places he goes.
Oh, bet iron and that as well.
Iron and that, yeah.
Yeah. All of that, bro. Like, this is why, like,
Ferroglobin, that's it. I've typed it. Ferroglobin. My guy literally buys a pack and he has it with him.
That's bro. I've said this. He's a menace, blood.
I've missed him. I said I've actually missed you, bro. Because I've missed you.
Man said, "Nah, fuck this. I don't know what I say to." He said he's a bum. Right? It's just, what if Caicedo watches BSB? Imagine tuning into him getting slandered, bro. What's he gonna do? Chase me? He's not gonna catch me. He's not gonna catch me.
Don't come on.
So they be blowing, bro. I'm fast. One thing I can say, but at least I'm faster. I'd say I'm faster than Caicedo. I'm definitely faster than Caicedo. I'm definitely faster.
No, you are. You are still.
But like he's like 10 times. He's like a million times better than me in football. Obviously, he's a professional footballer. But like, do you know what it is? I feel like the pressure Gallagher, the way Gallagher gets it crushed on, should just be what happens with Enzo and Caicedo. Really. I just think, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you'd think Gallagher was the guy who cost 80 mil. Gallagher gets spoken about like he cost 80 mil. This guy costs £0 and 0 pennies, and we know what he is.
He's been their best midfielder this season. I don't even think Chelsea fans can disagree with that. Whether he frustrates you in the half space and that, he has been their best. He's been their big cover, but he's been You know what? I've always needed to ask though. You really must have liked Kabak, innit? Because Ozan Kabak, you've had that name and that thumbnail for a time. You must have been a big fan of him. You know what? Before we signed him, he was highly sought after from Germany still. But yeah, it must have been a stand. But Monts, there's not even much I can argue. But Gallagher's been their best midfielder. And do you know why I think this is kind of a win-win for Chelsea? Because deep it, he's probably still going to put in enough performances to protect his resale value. I think Chelsea will. This is my opinion. I think Chelsea will get 50 million in the summer window. Wait, how many? Actually, how many years does he have left before I say what I'm going to say?
Who?
For the Chelsea fan, Gallagher. Because if he has 1 year, then I'm changing what I'm about to say.
Chelsea fans in the chat will tell you that. I think it's 1 year, but I might be wrong.
I said, or HR, how much? One. Right, cool. Now I'll change my opinion because I was gonna say if he had minimum 2 years left, I would have said probably 50 mil. But I think Chelsea will get between 25 and 35 for him.
I'll go for 50 mil.
Even with a year left. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, no, yeah. If there's maybe a bit less than that.
Yeah. Maybe, let's say 40 max. I think probably 40. Yeah, but HR saying Mount had 1 year left and went for 60, but Mount had credit in the bank, had that Champions League campaign where he won it. He had more credit in the bank. And Gallagher never had a full year at you lot, I swear. He was just going on loans to like West Brom and Palace. So, and getting Mount coming through the academy, winning things with you lot. Wait, HR, didn't Mount win the FA Cup that year when you beat United? Even if he didn't, he was pivotal in the year you won Champions League. He had more credit in the bank. So I can see why Mount went for 60. England international. Yeah, man, there's bare reasons why Mount would have went for that even with a year left. Yeah, but he did it. FA Cup and Champs. Mount had more credit in the bank. He kind of warranted that 60 million. Plus, you're going to a rival, your rival. So yeah.
No, like, bro. Again, do you know what it is, fam? Like, I just think that when I'm ranking Chelsea's midfielders, I'll go for me Gallagher, and then Caicedo and Enzo. Really, like, Is there really? I'd say Caicedo, then maybe Enzo third, or maybe I don't know. Enzo and Caicedo are kind of just like 2 and
Just
3.
take your pick. Like,
Take a pick, yeah, take
anyone's not a wrong answer.
no wrong or right answer in that, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. I've obviously put a poll up, guys. Who do you think's been Chelsea's midfielder? If you can't vote on the poll, type the name in on the chat now, and we'll bring up who you think it is. Obviously, is it Gallagher, Enzo, or is it Caicedo? Who's been Chelsea's best midfielder out of the 3?
Z, 1 minute. Bring up Z's comment quickly. Z, you're getting it twisted. I'm basically saying the reason why Mount would go more than Gallagher with both of them having a year left. Mount had done more in the game and more for Chelsea to warrant that price tag. I'm not saying he's good, but he would have. Teams would bid more for Mount than they would for Gallagher. And let's just Spurs, because I'm hearing Spurs might even put in that 50 for him. And listen, if Chelsea can get 50 million for Gallagher, Chalobah's probably going to leave. Broha's probably going to leave. Maatson. Bro, Monts, you see all this FFP and that with Chelsea? You know they're probably going to make a good 5-6 player sales and be fine.
Bro, whatever Chelsea
They've got
do,
bare young cheese they can sell.
yeah, bro, it's just whatever they do. I'm just whatever they're doing, innit? My thing is that they played Leeds and Leeds gave them a game. Someone said in the chat that Enzo and Caicedo couldn't get near the ball at one point. Who said that? I think it might have been Caicedo. Yeah, Caicedo and Enzo couldn't even touch the ball against Leeds yesterday, bro. Because obviously I watched 15 minutes of the United game. I saw it was like, again, it was like eating roadkill. So I turned over. I had to get the bro. Bro,
Eating roadkill.
Like it's
You know what? That's bad in itself because you'll probably die from eating roadkill.
Shit, exactly, bro. Like, bro, that is what it was.
Learning, bro.
Yeah. At least Chelsea got some patterns of play in there, bro. At least I see a couple. You'll see Chelsea run a couple tries.
Do you know what? That's what I meant. Because Lee, you know, Z always gets on to me. When I said Chelsea are better than United a couple months ago, that's what I meant, Z. So overall, you don't win games, you're high on the table, but you can they have patterns of play. They at least see, you can see something there. For them, it's their finishing. That's what I meant, Z. Because watching United is just, yeah, man. But as a collective, it's basketball. It's entertaining to watch a United game, but not to watch the actual United team, if that makes sense.
Exactly. And big up Mr. Link for the super chat. That's dog there. Appreciate that. He goes for their attack and was still on smoke.
Somerville and Rutter were on the bench. Apparently had injuries though, but they were on the bench, bro. And I think Somerville come on. Did Somerville come on? I didn't watch after that half an hour. I didn't watch the rest of that game.
I need to double check. All I know is that none of them started. None of them started still. And what's so mad is that where's Nonto as well? Nonto. You know what's killing me? The fact that Joseph scored a brace as well. That Joseph,
you know who hardly plays for them? It's either Bamford or Perot or Rutter in that line.
Yeah, so Nonto and Somerville did come on. They did come on, but it was near the end.
You know who Joseph looks at? For you, I don't watch Corey in it, but my family do. He looks at Adam Thomas. Get researching now. That's who Joseph looks exactly like.
Them man only got like 10 minutes, bro. Them man only got like 10 minutes between Nonto and Somerville. They got like 10 minutes. And as I said, Chelsea had their patterns of play for the goals. I said Chelsea's goals are very good, by the way. I'm not going to hate on the goals. The goals are very well worked. I don't know if you watched them. All of them
still.
Well worked goals, bro. Like literally all three. And I looked at them and I was like, raw, like.
Do you know what it is, Monts? This is what I mean about Chelsea. Like, they've had patterns of play all season. They just can't put the ball in the back.
Nah, it's more than that. It's more than that, bro. It's more than that. Way more than that.
And I think Don said it as well. They can't sustain it as well. It's not like it's all game.
Yeah, nothing they do is the same.
Being glimpses.
Second half, it was clear the game plan was to sit back. We legit just let them have the ball. In build-up, we have patterns in moments, but overall, it's not good enough. Yeah, I agree.
Literally that in moments.
Guys, remember when Desarcy put on a masterclass at the Etihad? Chelsea fans were gassing him up, saying that he should be the captain in that. Brother epitomizes Chelsea era. Mid. Ooh, mid.
Malang Sarr. Oh, you mean Malang Sarr. He probably didn't mean it. EN at the end.
Malang Sarr, as a talent in France, he played for Nice, and now like Parlay from Man said like parlay from Desi Banks. He's never been seen. That is killing me. Man said, if you know about Desi Banks, you know parlay. Ain't nobody ever seen parlay. Really, no one knows what parlay looks like. That is killing me.
Wait, what's Desi back? Like a series or something?
Desi Banks, no, he's a comedian. He's like Drewski. He's like Drewski basically. Same type of comedian as Drewski. Just look him up. He's fucking funny, bro. Not as funny as Drewski, but he's hilarious still. His jokes. Who else? What was he going to say? Yeah, Mudrik had a few games that he looked alright. Mudrik had a few games that he looks alright, I guess. And I don't know whether it was did Chelsea sit back on purpose or were Leeds just better than them in the second half? You have to ask the question, which one was it? Or was it both? It can be both. It can be both, by the way. It can be both. But yeah,
because they did bring on their better attackers. And big up Mr. Link. It was missing HR. He meant big up Mr. Link anyway. But HR mentioned Archie Gray. You know, this was big up Just Joe. Make sure listen, if you don't want championship content and Leeds fan, go to subscribe to Just Joe Football. But Just Joe was saying in the summer months on Never Foul, you might remember us in United, and I think Spurs, Liverpool, United, and Spurs were linked to this Archie Gray guy, but I didn't know about him then, bro.
Yeah, we were linked to him.
17-year-old. He might, if Leeds don't get promoted, which they should, but he might, a Prem team might come. He could go to a team like I don't know, like maybe a Palace might go in for him, or like maybe a Wolves, but he might go into a mid-table.
Z, louder, bro.
That's a good one still.
Right, yeah, louder still. But yeah, my mate's at least had been propping up all season. He's a midfielder who's playing right back. But yeah, listen, that's what it is, though, innit? That's maybe that's the thing where I say I feel like for Chelsea, like I think Gallagher has a place in Chelsea's squad, innit? I think Caicedo and Enzo inevitably have to improve because you can't have that much invested and obviously potential not like they have to get better. They're good players, but essentially not feeling. They're not like Enzo's a tech man, so Enzo looks better. Caicedo's not going to look better because he's not a tech man, but he's not doing the things that he's good at to a good enough standard for me to go, oh yeah, that's good, or he's on the right direction. Like, come on, bro. As I said, man plays like he's low on iron, like he's got a parachute on, like he's just eating a full course, like 3-course meal. That's how man plays, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it is. I just had a misunderstanding. I thought you were just saying that. The perception I got from you, and you're right, you probably didn't say the exact words, but I just thought you were saying he can't beat the press at all. But you're basically saying he can, but he's average at it. Meant like another 10 other players can. I just thought you said he has poor at that. But there's been again.
There's nothing wrong with saying, bro. In my opinion, you guys can disagree with me. I think Caicedo's average. I've watched him so much this season, bro. I've watched a lot of Chelsea games this season just to see what I'm missing out on, bro. I have to see what I'm missing out on. We put in 100. Romz, we bidded £109 million for this man. I had to go and see what the hype was about in a better team. And I've looked at this one and I'm gone, wait, he's not even that good. What am I seeing? Yeah, go on. I'm thinking, what am I seeing? Like, the first touch ain't great. He's got a decent forward pass when he's in the position here and there. He doesn't cover ground that much. He's been caught on the ball a few times. He's good at moving the ball side to side. I'd give him that. And I feel like he's got a decent defensive brain. So it's like, what am I like? Are any of those qualities different to what you see in the Premier League for most of those teams? Like, as I said, the Laminas, the Lokongas, you know what I'm saying? Jensen, Norgard and those guys, you know, Onana for Everton. Who's another one? Idris Gay for Everton. You know what I'm saying? All these midfielders, I'm not seeing a crazy difference in them. I'm seeing from Caicedo. And was it McAllister that made him look good? But we can say, I said, even his tackling is clumsy, bro. Even that, like, I'm looking at like Caicedo just bro, I'll say it as it is, bro. Caicedo play like if Caicedo could play ball, he'd play ball with a do-rag, fam. Like it's no, hear me. Hear me out, fam. Yeah, like he ain't better than Basuma. He ain't better than Kobe Mainu. You know what I'm saying, bro? He's not. You get it? He's not better than Ryan Christie at Bournemouth. You feel me, bro?
He's a baller,
you know. Huh?
Christie's actually a baller. I just think he's very underrated.
He's not better than Lamina. How about this? He's basically. How about this? Who's that Belba you? That Brighton have him. He's even that much better than Belba. Belba, the guy that Brighton got. The guy that Brighton got to replace Caicedo.
Oh, kind of short, stocky, darky.
Yeah, bro. Stocky, bro. Not better than him.
I thought you meant Bella.
Is he better than is he Baleba? So yeah, where is he like, bro? Like, who's he better than, bro? Who's Caicedo better than?
I think he's better than Sander Berge.
Sander Berge is more of a CM than a DM, innit? And slash.
True.
I'm saying he's not better than Endo. He's not better than McAllister. Like, he's all right, cool. He's better than Will Hughes than them, man. I'll give him that. He's better than Will Hughes than that.
I'm just gonna be shameless.
He's better than Lerma. He's better than Lerma. Give him that. He ain't better than Kamara. He ain't better than Douglas.
Wait. Monts, you just said he's not better than Lamine and all that, man. Lerma's a baller, bro. I can't. If he's not better than Lamine, he can't be better than Lerma. Lerma's a baller. You don't rate Lerma?
Man saw one long shot. I think Lerma's a baller.
Monts, I got receipts. I've been rating Lerma, bro. I'll send them to you after the stream. I've got receipts. I rate Jefferson Lerma, bro.
Not for me.
But I think he's actually right. He's more of an 8 anyway. I don't think Lerma's more.
Do you know what's killing me is the fact that Gio Reyna's playing and not coming off the bench against Nottingham Forest. That's crazy, you know. Gio Reyna is coming off the bench for Nottingham Forest.
Bro, you know you're supposed to be after Pulisic, you're supposed to be Dortmund's like next big.
Boy, yeah. Gio Reyna was fucking up the bun. What is it with young boys?
You know what is as well, though, Monts? His PR. Do you know what it is as well, Monts? His PR is exceptional because he's American. Most things in this world that are Americanized, do you know what I mean? So he was kind of everywhere.
Yeah, but have you watched, bro? If you watch
no.
Fucked, bro. He is hard.
No, that's what I'm saying. That speak about pure footballers, bro. Reyna's, he was ridiculous. Especially, I think it was kind of that 2018 to 2020 period for Dortmund. However, do you know why we knew about him even more? Because his PR is great, bro. He's American. Have you clocked a lot of American players? Remember Weston McKennie? They tried to make him out like he's the next. He's at Juve doing okay. Actually, no. I need to be fair with him because he did have I think he was out for like 2-3 months. But like Pulisic as well, like American players, they have good PR, bro. Look at the country they come from. So
Lamina is better than Lerma, by the way. Lamina is better than Lerma, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
I've always rated Lamina in it, even since his Juventus days. And that. When you got Southampton,
people tried to buzz on him because he went to Southampton from he might have went Galatasaray as well before. Because I know he's playing Champions League with them for a bit.
I'll take Lamina as a squad player.
Look, HR, you're my guy. Tyler Adams, Liverpool and Chelsea, bro. American players' PR is mad.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Cool. He's better than cool. Yeah. Cool. Caicedo is better than Lukic and Harrison Reed. I'll give him that. Better than Lukic and Harrison Reed.
I know you're just going through team by team. That's the maddest thing.
But he's not, again, bro. I'm sorry, bro. He's not better than McGinn. He's not better than Louise. He's not better than Kamara. You get it? Like, he's not better than McAllister. He's not better than Lamina. He's not better than. Cool. If he's better than Marvelous Nakamba, I'll give you, man, that. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? He's better than, like, Dominguez and them, man. Like, for Forest and that. He's better than Danilo.
Honestly, don't ask stupid questions.
Like, I've got a long fucking list of man. Like, he's not better than Basuma.
I know what Don's thinking.
Cool.
This is
he's better than Højbjerg. He's better than Højbjerg. He's better than Skip. Yeah, he's better than Højbjerg and Skip. And even that, the gap's not massive though. The gap's not like he's not worlds better than Højbjerg, but he's better than Højbjerg and Skip. He's definitely not better than Pascal Gross. No way. He couldn't lace the boots of Pascal Gross.
Gross is ridiculously under. For me, he
Gross
needs to
is
be.
a fucking baller.
But he's getting a bit older now. But he needs. I think he could have one last little contract at possibly a top 16.
Is he better than Calvin Phillips? Is Caicedo better than Calvin Phillips? Yeah.
No. As a footballer, I wouldn't say destroying in that. Yeah, technical aspects in that. I think Phillips is a better footballer.
It's better.
Nah,
lads, dash in more names, man. Dash in more names, man. Dash in more names. Current day, I think because Calvin Phillips barely plays, we can't say Calvin Phillips is the same player anymore. So he's better than Calvin Phillips. He's not better than.
Cool. If this Calvin Phillips, yeah, but the one we're seeing for Leeds and England in the pivot with Rice and that, nah, in my opinion, he weren't. Yeah, literally Mr. Link. Leeds Phillips better than Caicedo, but obviously you're going off now. He's better than. No, you're right. He's better than Phillips. Phillips is doing stinky stuff at West Ham.
And Don's hot. I can see Don in the chat saying, "I'm saving this, bro. Keep saving it. I'm trying to get more names in."
All documented. Don's probably fit.
Yeah, man. Then give me more names. And Kobe Mainu every day of the week. Is he better than Nakonga? No, he's not.
Oh, Monts, can I ask you something though? Wait, me, Don, and Kaz were trying to say to you and Kunle in our chat, by the way. Do you now accept that Maino's United's best midfielder?
No, he's not better than Casemiro. Not better than Casemiro.
Oh, so you still stick by that?
He's one of the best midfielders, but I don't think he's the best midfielder. Not that we all guarantee. We all said it's not. We all said it's not hard to be United's top two.
No, we all agreed that it's not hard. But me, Don, and Cass said he is. I think you and Kunde said Casemiro is still their best. But you'll see. You'll probably see soon because Maino's ridiculous. I know. Cool. You know what? I said Igor Biscan. You're taking the fucking. What? You are buzzing. You know what's bad? When I first started supporting Liverpool, that's who we had.
Fuck off.
Oh my days, I said Biscan. I said chat off buzzing. The shot he got in.
God.
Oh my days. Biscan's got he's got a chance though. But Monts, one thing I'll agree with you, and this is for Don as well. You see, Mano, United's midfield's dead, but with quality, you still shine through. That's where I got to agree with you. Like, Caicedo should still be shining through for the money he's worth. But I agree with you, Monts. I just don't think he's been as bad sometimes that you make up. Sometimes. Bro. I feel like Monts, Caicedo can have a good game and you still may not acknowledge it. That's basically what I'm saying.
No, because he's supposed to do that.
So in other words, we're just bringing him up for the basics.
That is it, bro. Man gets protected because he's doing the basics. But I'll give you another. As I said, I can go back to the list of names, bro. Ryan Christie, Idrissa Gay, Sambi Lokonga, McAllister, Lamina, like all Douglas Luiz, Kamara, all these midfielders, and these aren't even bad midfielders, by the way. All these other guys are doing the same thing, if not more. How about this? Lamina's even chipping in with goals. Lamina
got what, four or five league goals?
Jensen and that. Jensen and Norgard and them, man, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pascal Gross and that, fam. Kobe fucking Mainu, bro.
Mr. Link, he was a fool. I said Leon Britton. Do you remember Rodgers in Swansea when they first come up, bro?
Leon Britton was a little bit of a tech man. Britton was a bit of a tech man still.
Baller.
Fernandez, is it the Fernandez guy that they had? He was always injured. He was a baller as well. But no, bro. So like, this is like
that
again,
team was cold.
So again, this is what I'm saying with the whole Caicedo thing. Like the excuses that Don will use for Caicedo, that he's this, that he needs this and he needs that. Well, I'm sorry, Kobe Mainu doesn't get those excuses. He plays in a worse midfield, in a worse team.
That's
worse tactics. And he looks head and shoulders above. Like, I think it's because Caicedo is a midfielder, people say, Monts, like, do you expect him to get GA? Fuck the GA, bro. I don't give a toss about GA. Caicedo could get a brilliant assist. But if he loses the ball and it leads to a goal, I'm focusing on the way that he lost the ball. Because again, the ball retention is your job. That's your job. Your job is not to score. Anything goal GA-wise is a bonus. That's just a bonus. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about fundamentals to your game. Yeah. And people tend to think that, because you're a midfielder, you're never gonna stand out because your job is to do the invisible thing. Your job is to do the basics. I'm sorry, Cody Gakpo's job is to do the basics, and he stands out like a sore thumb. So why can't your guy do that? He costs 100 times more.
Why?
Because when I tell people why is Cody Gakpo shining in a worse midfield with worse tactics in a worse team, no one has the answer. No one has the answer. And now I'm just overrating Manu apparently. Now I'm rating off the ball. He stinks.
You know what? They both have a parachute off the ball. As much as I rate Mano highly, but Mano off the ball, I know. Yeah. I see where Don's coming from. They're both.
Caicedo's supposed to be a good tackler. Even Caicedo's tackling is clunky as fuck, bro. Clumsy and clunky, bro. You get it? Man's a walking hazard.
he said Kondogbia.
Yeah, Kondogbia. Oh my god.
No, he said Kondogbia.
Another one.
No, I ain't heard his name in years. I said Kondogbia. He said that.
Bakayoko. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it right now. Caicedo is probably not even top 20 midfielders in the Prem this season. I think I can name 19 better midfielders than Caicedo in the Prem.
Be honest, Roger. If you see me say this guy still talking about Caicedo, you love crashing it, innit? You love it.
Man, think I'll ever forget about the way these man? Do you think I'm ever gonna let these man rest after they stole him off me? Only for him to be crap. I said to myself, I made a mental note after the whole Caicedo thing happened in August. If this Caicedo,
I remember you said it. You said it on many streams. Yeah.
I said
I'm gonna be. You went into the screen. You know when you do this one.
I said this one. Now that we haven't got Caicedo, now here's the next.
I remember.
This guy better be world fucking class from the back of the jump. Yeah, for this money. Now, because guess what? If we signed Caicedo over Chelsea, if he chose Liverpool, you think he isn't on fraud watch? You think he's not on fraud watch?
You know why sliding Monts, the pressure would have been even greater because me and you, every little fact, Cal even said it, we're winning the league. He was the missing piece for us to win the league. So the pressure would have even been greater at us because the expectations higher.
I said it loud and proud. I said, now that they've got Caicedo, I better see something special. Yeah? After all this hype. Now you're on fraud watch. Yeah? And for the way I got clowned for that, I said, cool. That's fine. Don't let this guy flop after all this crazy, after all the money, after all the hype, after all the talk, after all the PR. Don't let this guy be shit. Or don't, how about this? Even average. Average isn't even good enough. This man, Caicedo, is 45 million at max right now. 45 million per midfielder, max. Yeah? You can get more out of Diakite. You can get the same amount you're getting from Diakite. I don't want to hear it. Yeah? I'm not pro. And yes, I am going to be harsh on him because he's the most expensive midfielder of all time and we act like he's not. By the way, people, 92 likes, 120 people in the house. Make sure we get to 100 likes. Only 8 likes, by the way. Let's get to 100 right this second. Make sure you subscribe as well. Guys, give me more names. Give me more names that you guys think Caicedo is better than. You know what I'm saying? We need to rattle Don as much as we can. Honestly. He also says that Manu hasn't even been great in every game. He's had a few standout performances because United are starving in the middle. Then what's Caicedo done? Because you man are starving. So you act like what Caicedo's doing is acceptable. It's not acceptable. You man get on to Gallagher because you man are insecure about Enzo and Caicedo. Facts from Assad. Facts. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it.
Gustavo. Hey, man. Gustavo. I'm not thinking the piss. He's a baller, though. But I think he plays a bit further forward.
You get it? So check. How about this? Alvarez is better than Caicedo. Edson Alvarez is better than him.
For West Ham.
Huh?
For West Ham.
Yeah. Edson Alvarez is better than Caicedo.
He's a baller. Wait, is he injured, Monts?
No, he's back. Should be back.
I feel like I ain't seen him in time. Maybe I've not been watching West Ham.
I ain't hearing it. Like, I'm not hearing the chat in it. But guys, remember, 5 likes left until we hit 100 likes. Still 120 people in the house. Let's get to that like goal as we're closing out. Listen, people, it's been a great episode of Big Six Bands. We're going to be back at 7 p.m. with Casey, Kears, Corey, and Ethan. All the men are going to be here, so make sure you're there for that one. Guys, drop a comment on what midfielders you think.
You're taking the piss. For Sheffield. No. You see him? He was just that little 5'5" midfielder that was everywhere.
Man said, no. Like I said, it's better than Suchek. I was taking the piss of that one. Better than Suchek. Man said, Billing is clear.
Billing's a baller. I like Billing.
Billing's cold. I used to think he was shit in it, and then I beat. He's actually decent. I had to be like, you know what? He's all right, innit? He's all right.
Tielemans over Caicedo for you, Monts.
Nah. He's better. Tielemans obviously a better technical player, like a technician. Yeah. But like Tielemans has like 3 parachutes when he runs behind him. Like literally, but his ball striking is distribution wise.
Crazy. That goal in the FA Cup final against Chelsea. I don't think I'll ever forget that.
Wait, what is Caicedo better than Joe Linton? Of course not. No way.
You see what? Brother.
Better than Joe Linton? Never. Not right now, anyways. Anyway, guys, been another episode of Big Six Bands. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Again, let's get to 8.4K with 23 subscribers away. So let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Big up Romz. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. We're live at 7. Get the notification bells on. Everyone in the chat, big up yourselves. Just big up the people that are super chatted as well. Big up Jason McNeil, Ozan Kabak, and Mr. Link. And remember, the guys, we are making a Twitter group for the members of Big Six Bands. So, guys, keep an eye on that as well. Big up Ed, Crunk King in the house, Big Yards as well. Ozan Kabak, good to see you, bro. Always refreshing to have you back in the chat. Z, every single time. Big up yourself. HR, hope your arm's better that you burn as well. Big up Honestly in the house as well. Assad, star performance as usual. Big up KLFC, Ade in the house as well. Thames, good to see you as well. I don't know if you joined late, Thames, but yeah, good to have you in the chat as well. It's too late.
Thames was here kind of early still.
We'll try to get done on Friday as well. Monts, yes, genuinely spent the whole day talking about Caicedo. The CFC Reaper, I know you're my guy, innit? You're my guy, but yes, I have spent the whole day talking about Caicedo, brother. And I will carry on. Big up Tyrell Gunner TV. Congratulations on 100 subs, brother. I hope you're doing well as well. Big up Freedom and so many more. All right, you, man. It's family, innit? Yeah, but big up, and we'll see you guys soon. Back at 7 o'clock, man. Don't worry, man. We're not gone for long. Take care, people.